Alright, boom, yo, what's everyone saying? It is the Face Your Books show, and you're here again with your boy Royal TMG. Now, I got a special guest. I got a special guest with me today. Yes, special guest. And his name is
TJ.
Woo! I wanted to use the applause button, but I can't remember which one it is, so I didn't want to press the wrong one. That's why I pressed the inch.
I'm sure you can add that in afterwards as well.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. There we go.
Yeah.
TJ in the house. How you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, cheeky Wednesday. Yeah, sun's out, guns out.
Exactly. We've got football later as well.
Yeah, man. Baller.
Cool.
How often do you play a week, actually?
3 times now. Yeah, actually Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
And you play the same days?
Yeah, every week. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Because I think when I play, I just kind of like do whatever, basically.
It's all about consistency.
Yeah, I'm not the best at that. I'm not the best at consistency. I'm like a cake with too much flour, man. Yo! Alright. I'm getting good at this. Hey. But yeah, TJ, tell us a bit about yourself, like what are you into, like?
Yeah, so I'm 20, I'm a second year mechanical engineering student. I come from Leicester originally. Born there. Parents are from India. And yeah, it's literally just been grinding from day one kind of thing.
Nah, I hear that, like yeah, grind. You gotta grind.
Definitely.
And like, what do you think actually like makes you like kind of want to grind so much? Would you say it's your upbringing, like?
I think it's definitely got to be a mix of upbringing and the environment that you grow up in, because obviously I've not come from like a rich background or anything. It's come from like where your family would be living like kind of paycheck to paycheck kind of thing. So I want to be the one to change that and kind of like be the one to excel and bring my family up as well. So that's probably what my main motivation would be, I guess.
Yeah, man. That's really what it's about. That's what it's about. I say like, let me not talk over the claps. I say like for me, it's probably like the same thing. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, growing up and just seeing how my parents live and just knowing that with the opportunities that I have and like you as well, obviously, like we can really push forward our generation. So yeah, about doing more.
Yeah, it's usually just taking on anything that comes at you, like just take it. Why would you say no to something that's coming for you, I guess?
And that's even an amazing segue, because I even wanted to ask you about like, I know that you do like a lot of extracurriculars, like so many things, like, and sometimes for me I'm like, oh, I don't want to do too much because I don't want to be like too stretched or whatever, but like you just fully into everything, and that like I respect that so much. I think like that's sick. So like, yeah, like how do you really go about like balancing everything? I've seen your Google Calendar. I know that is stacked.
It is. I think that's probably what carries me the most. I think if I didn't have that Google Calendar, then I'd be over, because I'm not really good with memory anyway, so I can't remember anything. So that's why I have everything in my calendar, so it does it for me. So I can just look at my calendar and be like, I need to go here, I need to go there. But yeah, I think I just take things on because I don't like just sitting around doing nothing. So I'd rather be occupied and rather be doing something. So even if it's just like hopping out to play football, if it's like joining some uni project with some other students, I don't really mind. Like I just want to meet new people and just like experience that lifestyle.
Yeah, and that's good, because like I feel like there's so many opportunities to be had out there as well.
Yeah,
and, like you only realize when you actually start getting out. So
yeah, literally, I think that's what uni's for as well, is to experiment what you want to do in the future. So like if you can try loads of things out and see what you like and then stick with that, you can obviously drop things as you go along. Yeah, like you want to be committed to everything you take on, but also just say you don't like something, or if you end up saying, oh, maybe my calendar's too full, I need to clear some things out, then obviously you can drop some things anyway along the way. But yeah.
How does the calendar work actually? Like, so do you like wake up in the morning, you look at it first thing, and like you're just constantly checking it throughout the day? Because I think if it was me, I just forget to look some days, and I'd be like, oh damn, like I missed like 6 things.
Well, first of all, I've got an Alexa, So in the morning when my alarm dismisses, it will run through my calendar and tell me what's in my day.
That's it.
Yeah. And then
Personal assistant.
yeah, and then as I'm having breakfast, my calendar will be there on the side whilst I'm watching like a YouTube video or something. And so I'm just looking at what I've got in the day, preparing myself mentally for it. And then as the day goes on, I'll get notifications on my phone saying this is what your next event is and this is what it is, and then you just gotta keep going by that.
That's it. We're going again. Oh damn! Two and one. Nah, that's sick. Yeah, your level of organization is definitely like top tier.
Well, I think that comes with experience as well, because like I think this probably started when I was in like college, because I had to travel an hour in a bus to college. So then in that hour, I would usually spend time just playing games and stuff. But then at one point, I switched and I was like, well, I'm just playing games for an hour and I could do something more productive. And then that's when I would probably like schedule my day and stuff. And then now I've started to schedule my day in the evenings, or like whenever I get time. If I know I'm going to do something next week, I'll just schedule it into my calendar so I can just make time for it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What was your college experience like, actually? Like, especially like towards the end, innit?
Yeah.
COVID.
I mean, I think college was busy for me as well, because I did 4 A-levels. So it was already quite packed. I didn't really have much of a life at college, to be honest, because I just didn't have time, especially with the commuting as well. I just didn't have time to do any extracurriculars. So my only free time was the weekends.
Wait, what was your like I guess your whole day? Was it like a 6 to 6 kind of day?
No, it'd be quite varied, to be honest. Like, I don't know about you, but like when the pandemic hit us, they made all of our like lessons online. But then when we reintroduced like in-person learning, they made all of our subjects like, I think it was an hour and a half or like 3 hours long. So we'd do that block of learning in one go, because they don't want you to be in college for that long. So they will just try and fit it all into one day, so you have like a little bubble. And then you'd visit that bubble like once a week or twice a week. And then you wouldn't come in for the rest of the week. So if your bubble was to be shut down, it would only be that certain day that shut down. So it would still be open the rest of the days.
So wait, so was that like was that right after the pandemic? So like in 2020, like
no, that was like 2021. That's when the pandemic was like easing off.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure, like, in those first, like, 4 months, no one was allowed anywhere, like.
Yeah, I can't like that time was like the Teams time, when everyone was just on Teams.
Yeah.
I was hopping on the calls for my bed and stuff.
Like, I think at first we weren't even on Teams. They would just email us the work that we had to do for the day. Oh my goodness! like the work took ages. Like it would literally take the whole day, and it was just these fat information packs. I think I was working in Morrison's at the time, and I was just focused on making money. Like, I think I forgot that I went to sixth form. Like, it was only when I think we came back for the mocks, in all, like, September, I was like, oh my days, I don't know anything. And my exam is going to be, like, at the end of this year, so.
Yeah. And I can't lie, I wanted to get a job, because, like, obviously I didn't have time to have a job. And I was looking for one that would be flexible with my schedule, but I couldn't find one. And then as the pandemic hit, everyone was losing jobs. So I was like, oh, so could this be an opportunity for me to like gain a job then? But I was wrong, because it was like, obviously when people are being let off, they don't want to hire any people anyway. So I was just stuck between applying for jobs and doing my like college work. But then, yeah, I feel like what I'll do is at the start of the week, I'll do all my college work for the week and then not do anything for the rest of the week, and I can just chill. But I wish I would have had a job that I could have like just
done in that time.
Yeah,
I think it was mostly like retail. Like, well, for me, like supermarkets were still hiring, so like I think that was lucky for me. I was jealous of all those people that got they got their jobs definitely. Just before, and then they got furloughed to not work. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I wish I had that calm head, just sitting at home, just getting paid.
Yeah, like that would have been so sweet. Yeah, like, that would have been sick.
I hear that.
So you're talking about your college experience and how like busy it was. Any difficulties in that? Like, what were your predicted grades like? Like, did your teachers did they, do you dirty or?
I don't think. Basically, what I did was during the pandemic, I worked really hard, so my teachers thought I was like really, really like smart and that. And then this is when loads of other students were not paying that much attention in.
Yeah.
And so they thought that because I was doing all this work over the pandemic, they should just bump my grade up. And then obviously I was working hard and I was getting the grades and that as well, but because of the extra effort, I was like bumped up. So when I was applying to like unis and stuff, they were like looking at my dedication to the subject and were like, oh, so if you were to carry on this trajectory, then you would get a higher grade. So then that's where like I was kind of bumped up a grade. Now, obviously, like when I joined college, I had the intention of, oh, I want to go to like Oxford, I want to go Cambridge, that kind of thing. So I was part of them like groups that were like, oh, we'll mentor you and we'll get you to go to Oxford and that. And I was like, yeah, cool. Then I just got so lazy and I didn't do anything. And the deadlines were like October and stuff. And I was like, there is no way I can do an application. I didn't even know what I wanted to do, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Nah. So I think I decided what I wanted to do like a couple of weeks before the UCAS deadline.
Before the January one?
Yeah. So it was like, I was getting told by my mentor, she was like, oh, do your application. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do though. So I was like, just torn.
So you were just like thinking about different options, like
I was just floating.
what options were you like considering? I feel like this would have been.
I think all I knew I wanted was I wanted some maths in the degree. That's all I wanted. And then so it was, I don't care what course I do, I just want to have some maths in it.
Okay.
I regret that now.
Yo, Mech will do that to you.
Trust.
I think with our maths modules, you know how like in sixth form everyone like used to say, like the people that didn't do maths, they'd always be like, oh, like I don't know how you can do it for A levels. Like after GCSE, like I just can't do maths anymore.
Yeah, for real.
I was like, after like first semester this year, I was like, I think I've hit that point. I can't do it anymore.
And there's people that are doing maths degrees out there as well.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, they must have a passion for it differently. And I mean,
but how though? Like we're struggling at
and we don't even really have to like, I guess, look at it as in depth as them.
Yeah, sure.
And there's a whole philosophy behind it as well. It's not even just numbers.
But nah, do you know what like really got me though is like our maths lecturer last year was talking about Gauss. And Gauss at the age of 4 was figuring random stuff out, and I was like, bro, at 4 we were trying to, I was just trying to go to school. Like that's when you join like preschool and stuff. It's like, what?
Nah, he must have just been like one of those like geniuses.
Yeah.
Is it geniuses or genii? Sometimes I say genii because I feel like
I think it's geniuses. No?
Nah, if you think about how like say like radius for example, you say radii.
Yeah, true.
I feel like the way the English works, language works, it should be genii. But I'm just gonna say geniuses.
Or what if you just say like them man a genius?
Okay.
Like you know how like sheep is just sheep, and there's no sheeps.
Yeah, that's true.
Could it be like that as well?
That's true. It could be like that. Yeah, he's one of those genius. I don't
know. No.
Yeah, it sounds stiff. Needs more oil on the joints.
This is what Oxford didn't take us, bro.
Yeah. No, for me, I think I wanted to apply to Cambridge. I think. Yeah, I wanted to, but I didn't know what I wanted to do either. Like, oh my days, man. It was so stressful. You know, I applied for medicine at first.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think I applied for chemical engineering at first. Like, I think that I submitted that like 4 days before the early deadline.
Yeah.
Changed my mind like 2 days later, withdrew the application, then applied for medicine. Like, and like after a while, I was just like, man, I'm not sure I want to do that. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. But I was telling my teachers, like, I was in their office almost every day, like, just speaking to them about what I'm gonna do. And I only really decided mechanical engineering, like maybe like May times. But then obviously by then like UCAS is closed, so I just had to like prepare for clearing basically.
Wait, did you come in through clearing then?
Yeah, man.
You just picked mechanical engineering, or did you like know you wanted to do it, or was that?
I mean, I guess I knew I wanted to do it. Because I was low-key still unsure, but I just felt like it was a really versatile degree. Like, yeah, I could still pivot into a lot of places. But I'm actually enjoying the course, like, to the point so far that, like, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably end up doing mechanical engineering.
Yeah. No, it's actually sick, though, because, like, we do so many different things. Yeah. We do stuff with, like, aero. We do, like, coding. We do the maths. We do, like, CAD work. Like, we can literally go into, like, so many different fields.
Yeah. And the things that you probably haven't even heard of before, like, for example, like I've been looking into building services engineering. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing, like before, like coming into uni. Yeah. So like, yeah, we have a lot of options available.
Yeah, I think like especially with uni as well. Like a lot of people say, oh yeah, go uni, but there's also like the don't go uni routes as well.
Yeah,
but they both have their like advantages and disadvantages at the same time. Like I feel like people go to uni for uni life, but you also like learn a lot of things about yourself, and you get a lot of life skills out of it as well. Like if you're, especially if you're like living away from home, you're becoming so much more independent so quickly.
Yeah.
Because you're literally forced into this situation rather than when you were living at home.
Yeah. No, definitely, I agree. I think there's just that personal development aspect. I think like uni is just a great place to come. Like they're not unis aren't paying me to say this, but I think the personal development, because like you said, like just living by yourself, you know, just organizing your time, whether that be like with your education wise and stuff. And I guess people did that a little bit in sixth form, but like now you have to think about all these other things as well. Like you don't have your parents there to like hold your hand on the way, well, at least if you're not living at home. But yeah, and then just kind of discovering yourself and what you're interested in and new things and meeting people as well. Like I think there's so many people to meet and new skills to develop, even presentation skills, for example. Like I feel like a lot of people maybe on our course, like maybe they haven't done like too many presentations before, but like the way they design it is like just throwing us into group works and presentations and all of these different things. I mean, hell, I'm making a podcast, like so
it's really cool. But do you think that if you was to go back and instead of coming to uni you'd take a job instead, but you'd move away from home and do this job in another city or something, would you have still got them like skills? Because technically you're still pushing yourself into the deep end.
I think maybe it kind of depends how you look at it, because I feel like a job, for one, it'll probably take up a lot of your time. So
then like uni takes up a lot of time as well. So like
but it's not like the same amount of time. Like uni will take up like maybe like the first 4 hours of the day and like maybe the last 4. But you have that bit in the middle. Like the job is just like that consistent 8-hour block, like when everything seems to happen. Like, and then also I feel like you might not necessarily meet that many people like your age. Like when you work, like in uni, you literally have to like meet people. Like it's almost impossible. Like there's people around you.
But then at work, you'll have like conferences and you'll have like meetings and stuff, and you have to like meet people there as well. So.
I mean, I guess. But are those like people that would necessarily like live near you and like, I don't know, like you guys hang out a bit more often? I feel like it's more just like a working relationship.
Yeah, true.
I feel like you definitely still develop like some of the skills, but I feel like uni is just, it's unparalleled. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely like a good experience to have, especially like at this age, rather than coming back like maybe like 10 years down the line, where you're like, oh, maybe I need a degree.
Yeah.
And then you're just here.
I feel like then it's probably maybe even worse, like, because I feel like for them, it's like they don't necessarily feel like, obviously they're just here to do their degree. Like I guess I'm talking about postgrads. Like they're just here to focus on their degree, but I feel like maybe they don't necessarily have as many like opportunities to like, I guess, socialize and like all these other things. I technically do not know this.
Yeah, so technically we don't know.
Yeah, so that's a disclaimer. Like postgrads, please don't come for me for misinformation. I'm just doing the best with what I know.
Yeah, all the GTA's giving you zeros right now.
Yeah, because they're the ones that mark like most of the things in it. So I'll have to appeal that already. Just put that date in the calendar. But what we were saying about growth, like, was so important. Like, I was in KFC the other day, right? And I think I had my order, and they called my number, so I'm about to go and collect it. And then this lady, like, they called another number before, but like, I guess she's only going now. So she like comes out from the side and like comes in front of me and walks up to the counter. And I think she took my food. Like she like just grabbed the bag and she was about to go. And like, I just stopped her and I was like, oh, excuse me, like, what number was this? Because I knew that it was mine. Like deep down in my heart, I knew it was mine. But like at the same time, I was like, I don't want to just like G-checks the wrong person, basically. So I was like, oh, like, what number is it? And to make it even worse, like, I don't know, like, what was up with her. She just like kind of looked at me and was like,
this guy's trying to rob my food, man.
No, she just was like she just looked confused and she like didn't say anything. So I was just like, I don't know like what to do here. So then I think the employee came and was like, oh, what's going on? So I just asked like, oh yeah, like, what number was this? And she said like, oh yeah, like, my number. So I was like, oh, thanks. Oh, sorry, like, this is mine. I just collected it. But I was just thinking, like, I swear, like, maybe when I was like 12, 13, like the information wouldn't have changed. Like in that situation, I still would have known that that's my food, but I just wouldn't have done anything. I would have just like let that go. But like, so I was like, damn, like, I'm actually like growing up and like,
it's the confidence,
more confident in myself. So I was thinking, like, is there anything like, for example, in you that you think like, oh, like now you've grown a lot more, like.
That kind of reminded me of a story as well. So there's this like kebab shop back home, yeah.
Yeah.
And on like a Friday, Saturday night, busy, yeah, busy. Like there's like lines outside, that kind of thing. But then what the server will do is she'll take your order, take your money, and then she'll be like, oh, like 5-10 minutes, and then collect your thing. But they don't have like a number system or anything. She just remembers your order.
Okay.
But obviously, like, no, but she's got a sick memory. Like, she remembers your order. Like, don't worry about it. But, yeah, so this is probably when I was like 10, 12 years old. Like, so my dad would just send me to the shop and he would wait in the car. Because obviously, like, there's no parking outside, so it's like yellows and stuff. So you just park on the yellows and just wait in the car. And then, so I'm just waiting there. And obviously, she's taking more and more orders and people, like, standing in front of me now. And I'm short, like, at like 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm being covered by all these, like, adults now. And then I was stood there for like a good half an hour, 45 minutes. And obviously she forgot about my order because she couldn't see me anymore. Oh. And she thought I'd already gone. So I was just stood there. And then like loads of people just were getting the orders and I wasn't. And my dad just comes in. He's like, what's going on? And I'm just like, my order's not come yet. And he goes, what do you mean it's not come yet? It's been ages. We've been here for ages. Like, where's the order? And then he confronts the server and she just goes, oh, I thought you guys left ages ago. I thought you guys got your order ages ago. And I was like, nah, I've just been here the whole time. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. But obviously, like, if I was more confident, like, now I would have just confronted, be like, oh, like, how long's my order going to take, that kind of thing. Or because I'm taller, I'm like, I'm here. But when you're a kid, it's like, I'm embarrassed or, like, I don't really want to go up to someone and be like, oh, like, where's my order? Like, you just want to be, you don't want to confront someone. And it's just like,
yeah, it just seems,
it feels weird.
I think, but it might be like maybe like a personality thing because I feel like maybe some people like I guess maybe as children were like quite confrontational, but I know like definitely me I wasn't. No. I think like kind of seeing myself on the same like playing field as adults as well. Like as a child, like I just felt like they were just so like old and wise and just like I just felt like I can't really say anything to these guys. But now like I guess I'm seeing myself more like I see them kind of more and more like me. Like I just see them as regular people. So. Yeah,
I think it's like we see it now as you give respect where respect is given kind of thing. It's not really like you got to earn the respect. You can't just give respect straight away. And I think when you grow up, you're really taught like, oh, respect your elders, respect your elders.
Yeah.
And like you do, and I still do, but it's like you've also got to see it from the fact that are they going to respect you back then? Because if they're not, then what's the point of you giving them respect?
And also, just like I'd say, like standing up for yourself. Like sometimes, like you actually just need to say stuff for like to fight your own corner. Like because if you don't back your own corner, who's gonna like back you? Type thing as well. So like,
especially in this world, it's like if you don't stand up for yourself, you're literally gonna be left.
Because everyone else is just looking out for their own interest anyway. So.
Yeah. Like as brutal as it sounds, it's just gonna.
Like, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Yeah. That actually reminds me of something. Like I was talking to someone the other day. And they were saying, like they think like everyone is so like self-absorbed these days, like, and it made me think like, do you ever get this where like maybe you're trying to set something else and like someone will come to you and be like, oh yeah, like I can't, like I got this on, like I got this, like I'm so busy, bro, and you're just like, I mean I'm not just sitting here doing nothing as well, like.
No, it is. I think. There's a difference between being busy and being able to make time for someone. I think it just depends on where the priorities lie. And then,
to be honest, I agree. Like, I think quite simply, it's just a priorities thing. Like I'm not doing nothing as well. Like, I'm busy too, but
it's like if someone wanted to make time, they would, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That Twitter quote, like, if they wanted to, they would.
That's also wrong as well, though. Because so I've seen that on TikTok a lot where it's like the girls be like, oh yeah, if he wanted to he would, but like if he doesn't know, he's not gonna do it.
Yeah. I'm sure that's how like so many girls ended up taking L's this Valentine's, like because you just didn't know.
Yeah, for real. Because it's like it's all about communication, isn't it? It's like if someone might just be like quite naive to it and not know how you want to be loved or something, and then it's like if they don't know, they're never gonna do it, and then you're just never gonna be satisfied.
True. Do you know what your love like language is, or?
I think it's definitely something like in the cross between like physical touch and quality time. Because it's like if we're not spending time together, then it's kind of peak. But like I'm in like a long distance relationship with my girlfriend, so I'm like learning a lot right now. But it's like even if we're doing stuff like on FaceTime or like we're just like sending each other snaps of what we're doing during the day and stuff, like we're still kind of spending quality time together, I guess. Even if it's not in person.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still there. Yeah. What about you, man?
I mean, I think mine is probably the same. Granted, I haven't really experienced much, I'll be honest. But I think if I could probably like say to you, I'd say like those two as well. I guess. Nah, I was about to say something. I was about to sound mad. Like, go on. Nah,
we'll cut it out.
I was just gonna talk about it like from like if it's not in a relationship sense, if it's like say example, my mum like. I mean, I like spending like quality time with my mum.
Yeah, of course.
And I guess I like hugging my mum as well. But
no, that's fair though. That's fair because like then your love language is still quality time. Like when people think about love, it's not just about your significant other. It's also about your parents' love, siblings' love, family love, friends as well. Like it's not just your partner that you've got. You've got other love that's being shown around you. So yeah, and I obviously like. You'll have like grandparents and stuff that want to show you love by giving you like gifts and stuff. They might not show you the same like kind of affection that your parents might or your siblings.
I'll take the gifts though.
Yeah, definitely. Them little 5-10s that they slide to you.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not even slide. Sometimes they just put in my hand straight. I'm like,
they'll be like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. They're like, nah, just take it, bro.
Wink, wink. Yeah. As long as my parents don't see and then try and take their like parent tax.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, I'll look after this for you. I'll give it back to you when you need it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go on.
You're not seeing that again. That's gonna be what they used to buy like the groceries for the next week. You just ate all your money and you didn't even know.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, what's your thoughts on like I guess Valentine's then and like love and relationships on social media like?
I think it's a big scam. Can't lie. That's like my blunt, honest like answer. But my reasoning behind it is, well, first of all, I literally just saw a TikTok today or something like. Well, I went to Tesco's the other day as well. Like roses are like 30-40 quid right now for like a bouquet, which are usually like £5 on like a regular.
That's
day.
what I'm thinking.
So it's literally just a big monetizing event. Like I understand like the romantic side of it, and I will still celebrate it. But
like you kind of have to.
But like the thing is, I also think that a lot of people just use it as an excuse and will wait till Valentine's Day to show their affection, and then won't for the other 364 days in the year.
Yeah.
And then wait till Valentine's the next day, or like wait till birthdays, or wait till like anniversaries or whatever to like show their affection. But stuff like that should be consistent throughout the year. It shouldn't just be focused on like one day.
Because you never know like when someone could like go as well.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta treat every day as your last, basically.
Yeah.
But still, Valentine's Day, like when you're spending like £30-40 on chocolates and stuff, that's so wrong, and it is just a big marketing scam.
I feel like I've realized that about a lot of these holidays in general, like Halloween, even Christmas to an extent, like actually to a large extent, like Christmas, and like a lot of these holidays, or maybe like. Yeah, I just feel like they find ways to make money basically out of them. I'm just like spin it. Capitalism is rife.
But then on the other hand, would you just say you had a business in chocolates, then obviously so like your lucky day for like Valentine's Day?
All right, if I'm a businessman, I'm taking all the sales I'm getting.
Yeah, definitely.
I also feel like though sometimes it's like the holiday is not really catered to us guys really. Like we're not really winning out of this situation.
I think it depends on who you're with, to be honest, because the right person will also make you feel special when you're making them feel special. So even if like you're giving gifts on Valentine's Day, you should also be receiving them gifts. It shouldn't just be like one way kind of thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's the girls, I know.
Yeah, maybe you just gotta raise the standards.
Oh man, getting exposed on my own pod. Oh man. Alright. Yeah, it's just interesting. Like I think on social media, I was just like scrolling. I was thinking, I don't know this many people like were in relationships.
Yeah,
like, everyone's just popping out pictures and hearts and roses. I'm like even in the group chat, when James just flexed on us.
Yeah.
Caden, hey bro,
it's
man.
Unnecessary, man.
Yeah, man. I was just there with my ice cream and tissues, just. Nah, I wasn't that. It was more. It was Haribo's and CAD, but same
I just
idea.
had
Same idea.
I had that £5 pizza from Domino's going as well.
Oh, you still got the vouchers?
Yeah.
No, I've almost used them all up already. Like, I was hoping like.
Is it unlimited?
I don't think it is. Yeah, man.
Yeah, everyone scan the code.
And because I think if people scan it, don't you get like double or something? Like you both get it if someone scans yours.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they probably expired towards the end of the month anyway. Like,
I'm going to do some more research into that one.
yeah, man. Just... Alright, but what would you say? Yeah, did you watch the Super Bowl? By the way, you didn't watch it. Did you see Rihanna's halftime performance?
Yeah, I saw clips of it on TikTok.
Like, I think it was going off. Like, you know what I was actually thinking when I was watching it? Yeah. I was thinking, like, to engineer this stuff must have been mad.
Yeah, it's crazy. yeah, the logistics behind planning all of this. Like, even like the World Cup or something. Like, imagine planning the world. Like, you're the sole like project manager of the World Cup. Like,
but when you say like project manager, are you talking about like say like because you got the opening ceremony? First of all, you got the building of the stadiums. We're not gonna even talk too much about that for the political reasons. But yeah, like you got like I guess little different parts, and yeah, I think it ends up grossing about like I think I heard it might have been 7 billion or so like the other day. Like
yeah, that's crazy. But they were like each little ceremony or each little match will have like its own project manager.
Oh yeah,
but then there'll be someone that's managing all of them project managers. Like that job must be crazy to be managing all these people.
Yeah,
and they're managing these big things that I've got to have all these things in place, otherwise something won't work, and then it'll have like a domino effect on everything else.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I wonder like who gets those jobs. And how do you?
How do we get there?
Yeah, man,
how do you get that money?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there by 2026. USA, Mexico, Canada. Like, yeah, that's a World Cup to be at. I'll just be there in my Hawaiian shirt, sunglasses. Just
wait, what general project managing?
Listen. I'll try and do a bit of both. If my future employees are listening, I'll be doing. I'll be project managing, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Put that on your CV, bro.
What's your CV look like? It's healthy, isn't it? I feel like your CV is healthy.
Yeah, I think so. It's at 2 pages right now, but I've had like a few jobs over the past like few years because I don't know why, to be honest. I just like I've been doing lots of little things, but they would only last like a few weeks.
Yeah,
because they'll be like temp jobs, so I'll just do them and then I'll just put them on my CV. Like I started off in like a warehouse, and then I did like a mentor role for NCS. But
how was NCS like seeing? Because obviously the age gap between like you and like the people like your manager, it's just like 4 years. It's not even.
It was less than that. I was like, because when I first joined, I was 18.
Oh yeah.
And the kids were like 15 to like 17. So some of them were like literally a year below me, which is wild.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking after them, and I'm like getting all this responsibility to look after them and lead sessions for them and stuff. But yeah, it is a mad experience coming from doing NCS as a young person and then doing it as a mentor.
Yeah.
Because I realized how many rules I broke and how many safeguarding issues I had when I did it myself. But then when you're a mentor, you're like, these kids shouldn't be doing any of this. Like, it's so wrong.
Yeah.
Like when I was at training and they were like, oh yeah, so the kids shouldn't do this. And I was like, well, I did this. Like,
nah, I feel like we were breaking so many rules in the name of fun. Like, I could tell, though, like, the leaders that we had when I did it, like, I could tell, like, they wanted to, like, have fun with us.
Yeah.
But they're like, nah, man, I shouldn't get involved in this. I shouldn't get... Like, I think there's one guy, like, sometimes he would just be like, he'd see us about to do something. He's like, listen, I told you guys not to do this, yeah? Whatever happens, though. And then he just, like, basically not see it. It would go back on him. Yeah, like, I remember we were doing, like, rap battles. He'd even, like, join in with us and stuff, like...
Yeah. I think for us, we were just always playing that football constantly. I think the lads just like, oh yeah, where's the football? Let's just put goals. It was like bags, like put your backpack down, make the goals. You know how back in primary school, we used to have the bags on on the goalpost, and they like you started stacking up and stuff. Yeah.
Oh wait, you guys stacked them?
Yeah.
Because we would just put one and then like leave it at that.
Nah.
And then if it hits the post, like it's just a debate.
Our post was like 10 bags wide sometimes, and it's like if it goes over, then it goes over. But like the goal will only like count if it goes inside of the bags, not over the bags. And when the goalpost is like 10 bags long.
So what? Like you could just like sky and then like, oh, that's a goal.
Well, kind of. It's like if it goes above when the keeper jumps, and if it goes above their hand, then it doesn't count.
Okay, fair.
But like the wideness of the pole was crazy. Like we didn't have proper goalposts or anything, so these bags, like it just depends how many bags are there, and that would be the goalpost. But sometimes the goalpost would be like really wide. Sometimes it would just be one bag. There's no consistency.
Yeah, we're just doing what we can, basically. Did you do the 4 weeks at all 4 weeks at NCS?
Yeah.
Because I know some people like after the first 2 weeks they just like dip. They're like, I'm not doing the rest of this.
I mean, many people did it for the certificates. So they had to stay on for the whole like 4 weeks. I mean, certificate doesn't really help you, but like
I wish I'd do that now.
But the skills that you learn is what's used. I think that's what they didn't explain. Like a lot of the times, what they said was get a certificate and put it in CV. Like it's really cool.
Yeah.
But even like with uni now, it's like we do like loads of different projects that aren't credited.
Yeah.
But the skills that you learn during them is what's useful to like job interviews and stuff, not really the
actual
certificate
project,
or anything.
yeah, itself. But when I think about it, like, did we really learn like from like the third and the fourth week, which was like basically doing the charity work, and like I'm like, did I really learn skills? I remember it felt like a chore. I'll be honest, like. I mean, well, maybe it's just because coming off like the first 2 weeks, that was like when it was fun, like fun all the time, and like just the last.
I think it depends on what project you do, to be honest. Because like there was one of the groups on our wave that they did something in the canal where they took all the plastic out of the canal and then made a sculpture out of it, and then the news got involved, and then like they made like a whole story and everything, and then they all reported it to the news. So obviously they'd learned loads of skills during that, and they reported it to the news. So like they're famous now. But not famous, but they were on TV in it. So like they're there.
Have you ever been on TV or in the newspaper or anything?
I've made it into the newspaper a couple of times.
I can imagine.
But it was just like I've just been to like a workshop or something, and they'll take a picture of it, and my face would just be there. I wasn't really like intended to be there.
Yeah,
it was just by accident, I guess. But like when the picture comes up, like, oh, I'm in the newspaper, I'm so gassed.
I think mine was the same. I think I was living in Ireland, and it was just like a family fun day, and I asked for Batman face paint. Looking at the picture now, I got scammed. They literally just like painted my face like kind of navy blue, put a moon on and like a big bat across my face. Like, that's not Batman. Like, but
no, you want the mask over your eyes, not
because my brother got Spider-Man. He got the proper like face thing. I just basically had a night sky with a bat in it. But like they took that picture of the family fun day, and like family fun day, and like I was just my face was just there on there with like a sky painted over my face. Yeah, man, it's mad.
Yeah, crazy.
No, but this has been a great conversation.
Definitely. I have learned a lot, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It's been a nice experience, to be honest. Yeah, and especially in this room as well, where it's all lit up.
Yeah, the lighting is nice. I think I'm gonna set this up like every time I do this.
Yeah.
Every time I do this.
So I was better walking around like over there.
I figured like when you know like which one is it? I was like, oh nah, because I was here and I was kind of just like walking, like I would look like left and right to see if you come in yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, you must have think it's the media booth. I think like maybe you can use those.
No, but this has a whole like it literally says podcast rooms. Like obviously it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I only started looking at it when I saw that sticker. I think I was walking out here one day during exam season. And I was just like. I think I just saw podcast studio. I was like, yeah, man, like, let me just look in the room one time. When I saw it, I was like, this feels legit. Like, this is basically a radio show.
Yeah, nah, that's pretty cool, though. Like, this could turn into like a series. This could be a show.
Well, hopefully. We'll see how many episodes I get out, like.
Yeah. Even if you, like, aren't getting many viewers or anything, like, as long as you're pushing it out.
Yeah.
That's where it all starts off, and then you get more experience, and then.
Yeah.
One day.
Maybe the BBC might hit me up. But I'm not doing it for the BBC, to be fair. Like, I don't even really care about the numbers. Like, I'm just like, let me just do something cool.
I think even if you're just getting your mates in here and just like getting to know them better because you're understanding that stories
honestly,
and stuff, like, that's what matters.
Like, I just think this is just cool, like one way or another. So
yeah,
I'm just getting involved. Yeah,
and like even if you don't publish it, like it could still slap.
Yeah, man. Speaking about publishing, like I was actually I was about to talk about the music, but I'm like, I'm not even sure if I want that on there. But like, I've experienced with publishing stuff and like, getting people's perception to it. Now, do you know, it was mad interesting, like those times, like I was in sixth form and like people are basically giving music reviews like, oh wait, sorry, I'm a bit far away. Like, I'm in sixth form and people are giving me like music reviews like to my face. I think there's one time everyone was in the computer room, like kind of like a room like this library, like everyone's in it, and we're all there, everyone's just talking about my music, like just discussing it. I'm just like, oh my days, like. And I think there was a couple other guys that were like doing music as well, like so they were like proper like giving their opinions.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like people don't really might not want to see you succeed, and so they're trying to put you down, or they're jealous, and then so they're trying to put you down because like then when it's in like a big setting with everyone listening, it's like, oh yeah, let's all hit the piss then. As one person starts it off, and then everyone would just hop onto it.
Yeah, and it was proper weird because like obviously I don't want to flip, because now like then I look like the crazy one. But it's just like it gives you thick skin, I think, for sure.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
You just
character building, in it.
Yeah, you just have to take it basically.
Yeah.
But it's definitely been good having you on. Yeah. I think you should definitely come back soon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bless.
This has been the best episode to date.
Your second one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is the first and last one. Yeah.
I think after this, such a success, I don't even need to do anymore. Like,
fair.
Yeah, but guys, it's been a pleasure. This has been the Face Your Books show with me, Royalty MG, and obviously our lovely guest TJ. One more time.
Cheers. Yeah, thank you for having me on as well. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you for listening, guys.
No problem. Yeah, catch you guys next week. Out.